Hey, welcome to another episode of Corncast. I'm Cornelius,
And I'm Frankie McNacho.
and today we've got a couple items that we compared the prices of. We took the prices from the 90s and compared them to the cost of them today. We're going to start off with
Big old
Frankie.
difference.
Yeah, there's a big difference. We'll get into that. Frankie, if you want to go ahead and start with the first one.
Yeah, and the first one we got the average cost of a gallon of gas in the 90s. Now that was a cost that was at $1.34, and that was the nationwide average. And that was for the 90s as well. And now in 2023, the nation's average price is 3.42 a gallon.
Yep, and I guess we should consider ourselves lucky because there for a while it was getting up over $5 for gasoline and even higher for diesel.
Yeah,
Yeah. So
couldn't run my crates in the tunnels.
oh yeah, it costs about when I bought this Corolla, it was about $40 to fill up, which I thought was ridiculous.
Uh-huh.
And then after that, it got up close to 60 or 55 at least, and that only holds 12 gallons. So a little bit
Damn.
crazy. Yeah, man. The next thing on the list is the how much aluminum cans paid per pound. Uh, in the 90s, you could get 63 cents a pound, and today it's dropped way, way down to between 25 cents and 35 cents. I remember as a kid, my parents would save our cans all year, and then at the end of the year,
Yeah.
yeah, when it got close to the carnival time, that's what was our spending money for the carnival.
No, mine was to rent movies or games, man. Yep.
You spend a lot of time in that store, huh?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That store was real good, dude. Like honestly, like that was like the main one to go to.
How much was it to rent?
It was like for 5 days, it was like a dollar fifty, like no joke, like $1.50, $1.75.
For 5 days?
No. That would be each. So it'd be like $5, like you know. If you
Oh,
want it
okay.
for the 5 days, yeah.
Oh,
But
all
for
right.
like a day, it'd be like $1.50, $1.75
That's still not bad. The places around here would charge $3, dude.
a day.
You got them for 2 days.
Oh, two. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
okay. Yeah, because you return on the next one, right?
yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
yeah. And then there was another place that had older movies. You could get 5 movies for 5 days for $5, but it was
Yeah,
only the old stuff.
the classic ones.
Yep. What do you got for the next one?
For the next one, we have vehicles, man. Now, the price in vehicles in the 90s. That was an average was about 16,950. And now
Man.
for the and now yeah, yeah, and now for it's gonna hurt a little, might hit something. Now the average price for vehicles in today in 2023 is about 48,000, man.
Yeah, and that's insane. I wish stuff was still around that price for the 90s, dude. You can't even really get
Hmm.
a well, I don't know. I call a good used cars. I could find them for less than 16, but for like a any average crossover like SUV, you're not going to get a good one for
No,
that. Yeah, no way. Uh I've got for the next one a loaf of bread. Loaf of bread in the 90s ranged from 70 cents to $1.26. That could be it just ranged
man.
on whatever brand you wanted to get. And cost of a loaf today, let's see here, $1.87. I've seen it even higher, but that's just like an all-around average.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember Rainbow was real good, man. Rainbow, that was like the highest price at that time for like a dollar some. Bet you it's a little bit higher now.
I've never seen rainbow.
No, yeah, that was like the one, like the softest bread that you know.
Oh, I like the Aunt Millie's brand now.
Haven't seen that one.
Yeah, they make pretty good stuff.
You gotta check that out.
Yep.
Next one, we have meat prices, man. No, I don't know about y'all, but I'm one, that likes to grill out.
You're saying you really like the meat, huh?
Yeah, man.
What do you have?
Scrumptious.
What do you have for the cost in the 90s?
Nah, the cost in the 90s was at 89 cents to $2.46 a pound. That's hamburger meat.
Yeah,
That's hamburger meat. And today, it goes from 460 to 622, and that's if you want it with extra lean.
you get extra lean, it costs you a lot more.
Yeah.
Well, that's because they're trying to get us to stop eating beef because cows are bad for the environment.
I don't know, man. I love tripe.
Oh, is that crap you were telling me about?
Oh, no, 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 no. That's tripas.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead and tell them about that. What you asked me if I like.
I asked Cornball if he liked tripas, and what tripas is, it's intestines.
Yeah, I
I had a
said,
few.
what the hell kind of question is that? And then he sends me a picture. He was eating it right then. I'm like, oh, whoops.
And
So
I had a few tacos that day. I mean,
a few,
that's
dude.
what
I
it is.
saw that plate.
Yeah, and they're intestine. They're from different animals. And
Yeah, and I was asking,
you don't know
I
which one.
don't remember what animal it's out of or what.
Could be from pig, cow, anything, man.
Do
Like,
you know before you buy it, or you just get it and you're like, yep, that's cow.
no, you just buy it.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't know, dude. I don't think I could get or bring myself to eat that. Oh, it sounds gross.
But you do wash them, of course, before you cook it. You do wash them out.
You put them
I
through
mean, yeah, you put them in a bucket of water. And you're washing them out yourself. You're washing them out.
oh well, I would
Because
just
I mean,
run them through the
it's like if you're eating.
dishwasher.
It's just like shrimp.
Well, no, it's not like shrimp at all.
Well, not like that, but
I
you
know
got
what you're saying. I know what
yeah,
you're saying.
yeah.
But I don't find any intestines in the water, bro. Not normally.
Not normally,
No. And if I did, I definitely wouldn't be eating it.
That's a
Okay.
crime, man.
So the next thing on the list here is fajita meat. The price
Oh,
per 1 pound in the 90s was about $6. And today, Frankie was telling me that his uncle or somebody spent a ton. It costs about $10 a pound.
yeah.
So that means your fiestas are getting expensive, huh?
They're getting quite a bit expensive, man. They hurt.
They're either becoming further apart or fewer people are invited, right?
Yeah, oh yeah. I mean, we definitely want leftovers. We don't want no. We don't want nobody taking home.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. You leave what's here. That's
Yeah,
the
everything
yeah.
stays.
That's good. All right. What's next, Frankie?
The next one we got what everyone's talking about now, right now today. We got eggs.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, eggs in the '90s, man. They were going for like $1.05 a dozen, and now it's starting at 5.50 a dozen.
Right. That's a
Now,
lot.
not only yeah, and now not only that has gone up. Not only eggs have gone up. The
Right.
chickens have gone up as well. And what I
Oh,
mean by that is that the price for each chicken now it's $25 a chicken. You don't
now
want to go buy eggs at the store anymore.
now somebody was saying, I can't remember who it was, that in town in Texas you can have some chickens. Is that right? You're allowed?
Yeah,
Is
yeah.
there a limit?
Nope.
Wow. Yeah, it's
No,
different
no,
here. Different
no,
here,
no limit. You can
man.
have as many chickens as you want, man.
Do anybody that you know have chickens?
Yes, sir.
You better go
My
steal
neighbor.
them. Are you gonna steal them?
I don't. Come on, man.
Well, you don't have to tell everybody. You can tell me in private.
All right.
All
But
right.
yeah,
Okay, so the next thing is we compared income for one person, annual income. It ranged from 28,900 to 41,673. Uh, yeah, that's that's quite a range there, but I mean
yeah.
that's what we found. We spent a lot of time looking different things up and comparing different,
Different charts.
yep, different web pages, charts that all seem to be about the numbers that we put is around the number you're going to find everywhere else.
Yeah.
And the average income for one person today is 54,000. So I don't know. That's just a nationwide average. I know in
Mhm.
certain places it could be way more because was watching some videos of people getting asked what their rent was in different places in California, and they were saying like $6 or $8,000 rent for a two-bedroom. Now you
Damn.
know they're not making no 54,000 if that's what their rent is.
Mm-mm.
It's got to be way more.
Here, man, it's like a grand a month for like one bedroom.
Yeah, forget all that.
Mhm.
Even around here, the price to like for a home for rent has
Uh huh.
gone way up compared to what it was. Like
That's
it's
gone up as well.
yeah, you're lucky to find a decent house for I don't know, $700 or $800 here. And I know
Dang.
different places that's going to sound
Mhm.
really cheap, but it was like you could
Oh
find
yeah.
places all over for 500 or 600. Not
Yeah, I
anymore.
remember seeing some of those like that here too.
Yeah. Yep. So that's that. What's the next thing that you've got?
The next one we got movie tickets.
Movie tickets, our favorite
All
thing to
those
do.
Yeah, all those AMC fans.
Now, were you a sneak your own snacks in kind of guy?
I still am to this day, man. If I go to the movies, I'll sneak in snacks. I will.
Well, yeah, now that it's your own money, right?
It was all the time. Back in the movie tickets, man. Back in the '90s, were at 4.50 a ticket, man.
Yeah.
$4.50.
Back
And
in the day,
today,
yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
well,
Sorry.
no, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say when I would spend the night with my best friend at the time
Uh
growing
huh.
up, his parents would take us to go see a movie. Like, I know it couldn't have been expensive because, I mean, why would they do that every time?
Yeah.
So, yeah, spent a lot of time with him in the movie theater. His parents would just every weekend I'd go over there. They'd go, "What movie do you want to see?" Well, I didn't care. I just thought it was fun to go because my parents didn't take me very often.
Know what you mean?
So that's
And
all that is.
and today, man, today this year they're at about $11. $11 a ticket.
Right. And you know what else we should have put on here? I know we have candy bars on here as well, but we should have compared the price of popcorn and stuff.
Oh
We
man,
should have done
yes,
that.
dude. Right to back then to now, it's woo,
Yeah.
big old different. Now, I don't know about you, man, but I would also hit up those dollar movie theaters.
Oh, we never had any of those around here, dude.
No?
No, man.
Oh no, dang. Well, here there was like the last stop before it came out on DVD or VHS.
Oh, okay. We had some
Yeah,
one theater around here that have like cheap tickets, but I don't know if they were ever a dollar, dude.
dang. Well, you see now, I don't know if they still do that. They would have on Tuesdays, man, any movie that you wanted to watch for $5. I don't know if they still do that right now.
Mm.
I know it wasn't that long ago when they would do it. I know a few of them myself.
What was the last movie that you went to see, by the way, out of curiosity?
um, I think it was. Oh man, I don't remember.
You don't remember?
Uh-uh.
Oh, I think you're just embarrassed to tell the truth.
No, I'm actually not, man. Actually, don't. I know it wasn't the remake of Pet Cemetery. Oh man, what was it?
That's okay. You don't have to strain too hard to think on it.
George Lopez did come out in that last movie I saw.
What one?
It was oh man.
You forget?
Yeah, I forgot, man. I
Oh,
forgot the name.
all
But
right. Well,
that,
never mind. Never mind. All right. So we have the cost of bananas. I remember that was the cheapest thing you could find to buy at Walmart. Uh, very, very cheap. In the 90s, we have an average cost of 45 cents a pound to 50 cents a pound. Yeah. Hmm.
dang.
I'm pausing because remember we were looking up what one banana was called, wasn't it a finger? One finger of a banana? That's what
Oh
one
yeah,
banana.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, and I was
yeah.
trying to think real quickly if that's what the cost was that we put on here, but I think that we have pound. That's what we ended up finding. So yeah, 45 to 50 cents in the 90s, and today 76 cents. So it's gone up quite a bit as
Pretty
well.
much, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Lucky for me, I don't eat many.
I can't. I'm allergic to them.
Like, really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, man.
Wow.
I'm allergic to yeah.
Okay. So we mentioned this earlier. What do you have for the next one?
We got candy bars, man. Every Juan's favorite.
What is your
Candy
favorite
bars.
candy bar?
My favorite,
Yeah,
that'd be a Babe Ruth, man.
really. I like
Favorite.
Three Musketeers the best, actually.
Ah, three months. Um, mm, yeah, I could eat that, but I mean, if I had one to choose, I could eat like every day would be a Babe Ruth.
Oh, okay. So how much did it cost in the 90s?
In the '90s, for a candy bar, it was 50 cents, man.
Pretty cheap compared to today.
Yeah, man. Today in 2023, they cost at $2 a candy bar. Like now, I remember Babe Ruth was less than a dollar. Yeah, it was like 98 cents, man.
Yeah, I remember getting
Maybe
into vending
95.
machines. They were even 50 cents. It wasn't much of a
Yeah.
difference, but now
Hmm.
even like when we go on vacation, they're like over $2
Yeah. In the
because
vending machine.
yeah, at a hotel or something,
Yeah,
that
man.
they're way up there.
And you see now they added I don't know if you've seen that now they added you could swipe your card.
Yeah, because they're so dang
Man,
expensive now. They're like, well,
yeah.
you're gonna have to
Like oh like what
you have to
fuck?
have like five
Man.
dollars in quarters if your whole family
Yeah.
wants one. Yeah. Oh
It's like
man.
sodas, man. Sodas in the vending machines they're like 350, $4.
Really? Where you are?
Yeah. Yeah.
Dang. Dang.
In the vending machine.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. At the Walmart that we go to, uh, you could get cans individually for 50 cents for a long time, which was pretty cheap compared to anywhere else, like a gas station. Well,
Yeah.
recently they've gone up to 75 cents for a can. Now I know that's
Dang.
still cheaper than a gas station because here they're $1 for a can at the gas station. So I know it's cheaper, but it's still everything's gone way high.
Yeah. Compared, hell yes, man. I
Yep.
agree.
All right. So the next thing that I have is electricity cost per kilowatt hour in the 90s ranged from 7.8 cents to 8.1 cents. I mean, that sounds pretty reasonable. No big deal. But when you
Mm-hmm.
get to today, we have four different towns just to kind of give a idea of what it is around the US. In Seattle, it's 11 cents. San Diego, 41 cents. Chicago, 14.8. And New York City, 23 cents. So that's pretty damn expensive.
Yeah.
And your electricity, what? It doubled, didn't it?
Yeah, man. I used to pay no lie, I used to pay $60, and my last bill, 120, man.
Just for the electricity.
Yeah.
Yeah. That sucks,
And
dude.
and that was just with one AC.
Well, you're not supposed to
But
try to keep comfortable. You're supposed to try and save the environment.
for real? So, wait. So you mean to tell me I've been doing this thing all wrong?
Yeah, you've been doing it all wrong. What are you, an earth hater?
Shit. Yeah, man.
Oh man. I don't know if you heard about the smart thermostats. Have you heard about what happened with those?
Hey, are those the ones that they were changing on their own?
Maybe. What do you mean?
Like the people from the company would control them?
Yeah. So what the deal is they will shut it off.
Uh-huh.
Like they somehow convinced. Now I don't know the town or anything, but this letter went out to the customers that had them
Uh-huh.
sign this form that said, if you agree to this for your smart thermostat, then you'll get a discount. So all these people signed it for, I don't know, it was very minimal discount. If I had known we were going
Mm-hmm.
to talk about it, I would have looked it up. But it was very minimal amount of savings for the year. And a bunch of people did it and got mad because they couldn't change their thermostat.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's scary, man.
it is scary.
That's That's-
Okay, so what's the next
Eh,
thing that you've got? Or do you,
before we get to the next one, I remember the movie now because I looked it up. El
oh,
Chicano.
that's the movie?
Yeah, that's the one where George Lopez came out. That's the only reason why I found it too.
Oh, I guess I'm racist because I don't know anything about
Mm, mm,
that.
mm,
What
mm, mm,
what
mm,
year
mm.
was it?
2018.
Oh, okay.
Shit. 1921. It's been 5 years, man.
Yeah, you haven't had to pay that quite that high dollar per ticket.
Yeah, dude. There that time they were $11.
All right, what do you got next?
The next one we got propane.
Uh,
Propane gas.
yep, to heat your house, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, propane gas in the 90s was about 88 cents to $1 per therm. That was each. That was from the same one. And today, you know, we chose different because not every state's the same. So, we added a few as well. Um, like in Seattle, it's at $1.42 per therm,
Heck,
and in San Diego, where Carmen's at, it is 2.38. It seems like each one goes up.
yep.
And
Well,
in Chirac, it's about 156. I like that one. Now, that one's really good. And in Houston, it's about at $1.87 per therm.
yep.
Now
And
this one, well,
go
go
ahead.
ahead.
Oh well,
No, no,
all
go
right.
ahead, go ahead.
All right. Well, I was gonna say, for Chicago, or not Chicago, but didn't California something happen about them banning gas stoves?
Yeah, man, yeah,
What the heck, man?
yeah, they banned, they even banned weed eater lawnmowers, riding lawnmowers as well. If it's not, if it's you know using that what they
Like
say, it's
batteries, or what are you talking about?
no, 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 two-way cycle. If it's using a two-way cycle,
Oh,
then
they ban.
it's not allowed anymore.
Oh, I didn't know that was it. So they banned two
Yeah,
cycle. Okay.
yeah, yeah,
I,
yeah.
I thought it was all the gas
No,
equipment.
yeah, they banned. No, well, basically, pretty much, man.
Well, I mean, the last two cycle lawnmower that I used, I told you about that old lawn boy. It
The one
was
that doesn't have a motor.
well, no, it was a
Is it those?
no. It was the two stroke, the green lawn boy that the picture that I told you.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. I don't know. I don't think they made those for a long time. But that thing would cut any height of grass. Never bogged down and died.
Damn.
Yeah, I loved it.
That's what we
So
need right now.
what's
These ones
next?
they have today, they
What's
do turn off, man.
next? What do we got here? Oh, we got computers next.
Computadoras.
Right. So in the 90s, average home computer was 1,000 to 2,000. But another part to that I found in 97 that ranged from 750
Hmm.
to 3,500. And I remember that because my very first computer, I remember my parents paid. It was over 3,000, and that was by today's standards garbage. Like,
Uh-huh.
man, it was a 33.6K modem. It was insane how much money that they spent for me on that. But I was glad that they did. And today, that's one thing that's actually gone down. The average computer today is 300 to 6,000. Now I know, excuse me, that's a big cost
Whoa.
variation, but it all depends now on what you're going to do with it. You could get any new computer, let's
Mm-hmm.
say 300 bucks, maybe 4 or 5, it's just going to be for simple things, or all the way up to 6,000. I mean, they've come a
Now,
long
man,
way.
I don't know about you, man, but over here where I'm at, I mean, if you had a Dell computer, you were the bomb back in the day.
My very first one was an IBM. And then something happened, and I had to take it back to Radio Shack,
Uh-huh.
and they sent it to the repair place, and UPS like dropped it or something, ruined it apparently,
Yeah.
and then they replaced it with a what was it? A compact. It was actually better as far as the specs were. It was a faster processor, more RAM, but they replaced it with a
Yeah.
compact. Yeah, so that's that.
Yeah, man. I
What's
remember.
next?
Did you ever get your butt kicked for using dial-up and no calls could go in
Oh,
on the phone line?
yeah, I'll tell you. We had dial-up internet, of course, and my dad was a truck driver, and
Uh-huh.
this was before cell phones got super popular or anything.
Mm-hmm.
So whenever he would stop and try to call home, he couldn't get through my because I was on the internet, all the time. And yeah, that did.
And no joke. No joke. Would you get mad when the connection would mess up?
Oh yeah, totally. Because whenever you were downloading something, if
You'd have to
if
go back
yeah,
again.
it wouldn't just resume like it does today reliably. Very rarely could I get a file to pick up where it got disconnected at. So I spent a lot of hours connected to the one phone line in the house until I had a job here and there doing different things, and I
Uh-huh.
paid to have a second phone line installed and ran into my room. So then it didn't matter if I stayed connected all the time.
Oh, you see, when us we had to get those free discs at our stores to get internet. That 30-day free trial
The
for the
AOL
net
disc,
speed. Yeah, oh man, yep. And
did
then
you
after
ever
that, it went
use
to
the
net speed.
net zero? Do you ever do net zero?
That one, yeah, I did. I always think
Yeah.
that it's net speed.
Oh, net speed. I never heard of that one, but the net
No, but it
zero.
was net zero. Yeah, it was. But I confused it with net speed. Instead of
Oh,
saying net zero, I say net speed.
oh, okay, okay. All right. So net zero was cool, but like since I live in a small area, the
Hmm.
you could pick different phone numbers to dial and connect to for free. Well, I didn't really understand the long distance charge or anything.
Oh,
And I would connect. One time I did this, I connected to, I don't know, a couple towns over because I figured out that it connected faster. Dude, the
yeah.
phone bill was like, I think it was like $700. Oh man, my parents were mad. I had to work that off, man. I learned quick. Not even worth it. Doesn't matter if it's free or not if you have to pay the long distance cost.
Man. It's a lot of pesos, cornball.
I know. I like to never got that paid back. What do you have for the next one?
Next one we got lumber. Lumber,
Um,
lumber, lumber. In the 90s, man, it ranged from 170 to $320, but that's per 1K board.
yeah, per
That was like for a
1,000
thousand
board
boards.
feet.
Yeah,
Yeah, man. Probably didn't
and
buy much
now
lumber back then, did you?
no, nope, not at all, man. And now today, it's still today. I have a little bit of trouble, but I find it in 2023. The now it ranges from 360 to 1,060 per 1K boards of feet.
Yep. Now it costs you about three or four or more times to build the same thing, huh?
Yeah.
Yep.
Like last time I was telling you, man, Home Depot was charging me what 400 and some just to build a little shed for the water heater, dude. We went to another place, like a few towns from that Home Depot, man. Mm, Like it was like a 50% like off, dude, because there they charged two something for
Yeah.
everything that what
Yeah,
to
you were
get
telling
everything.
me 260 or something you paid?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
dude. Yeah, I think Home Depot charges a premium. I don't know that, but almost everything there is way too much.
And that's because they take good business there, man. I'm always outside.
Well, isn't that where that's where you get excuse me. That's where you get your jobs, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they
And
just
that's where the people that pick me up,
yeah.
get all the lumber and everything.
Yeah, that's what I've seen in the movie, so it's got to be true.
Hmm. Yeah.
All right. So I don't know where we're at of this list because I thought the next one that you had was laptops, but I can do laptops.
Was I supposed to get that one?
I don't know. I might have messed up when I told you. Uh, yeah, I don't remember. I don't remember, dude. For laptop in the 90s was 2,600 to 3,300, and in today's money, that's $4,000 to $5,000. Uh, Once again, my parents I was a little spoiled, I guess. I had a laptop and I remember it costing 3,000 and I don't know what all the tax and everything was, what the total was, but yeah, and it wasn't much. It was I don't even remember the specs on it. Might have been an AMD 400 megahertz, maybe 32 gig of RAM. Like it such a rip off, but I talked him into buying it for me. And today they've gone down as well, 300 to 3,000, depending on how serious you want to get with it. I think the one that I have was over 2,000. It's pretty good. So that's all I have for that. Uh, did you have a laptop
I had a
growing?
laptop. Yeah,
Yeah, what was it?
it was a compact.
Yep, that's
The
what
one,
mine was.
yeah, the ones for 300, like almost $400. It was the lowest one there.
I was what I didn't even see him that cheap. What year are you talking about? Do you know?
Oh man, it was in the early 2000s.
Okay, so not in the 90s then.
Nah, in the 90s we had a
Uh,
computer.
okay. All right.
Yeah, yeah, in the 90s
So
we had a computer. That's where I was where that was my first internet experience, man, with those free discs that I was telling you about.
Yeah, we used to take them. I never used them, but we used to take them from Sears. They would have a big display.
Yeah,
Yeah,
where the
yeah.
candy bars were.
I don't know. It was just standing all by itself by the electronics section, and we would take a
Ah,
stacks of them.
yeah, because it'll say free take one.
Yeah, yeah. And I have a story about that now that we bring that up again. Me and my friend had just got done. We call it stealing. I mean, even though they were free, we took every one of them. I don't know how many there were. There might have been 50 or more. There was a lot. Anyway, I get stopped by the cops. And they wanted to know what I was doing with all those discs. I I don't know what I told them, but I don't think they were very pleased. Yeah,
You're
that's the
trafficking this back in the day, huh?
well, so the same traffic stop was the where I had a Camaro and I had some subwoofers and they
Uh-huh.
asked if I had grenades, syringes, or rocket launchers. And of course I was not taking them serious because I mean it's a hatchback Camaro. You're
Yeah.
gonna know immediately if any of that's in there. Dude, they took that car apart, man. They took the whole panel for the speakers in the back seat for the where the stock speakers went. They took
Yeah, yeah.
all of it apart, dude.
Damn.
Yeah, I remember because it was on Easter, and I vowed from that day on that I would not drive on another. Or it was close to Easter, Easter weekend. It might have been Saturday. I vowed not to drive on Easter weekend anymore. Yeah, dude, that was terrible. There was 3 city cop cars with their lights on. It was a big whole ordeal, dude.
Damn.
Yeah.
So the only thing that was left was to get there was SWAT, huh?
Well, luckily not.
Yeah.
I
That's true.
guess
Luckily
I
not,
guess
man.
if we're talking about uh police stories, I already told you, but I haven't told anybody else about the time I got pulled over by city, state, and county all at the same time in the country.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll tell that story. So I was taking my girlfriend home. It was probably 11:30 or something, and they were doing the safety checks. They would like breathalyze you or whatever, check to see
Yeah.
if you had a license and whatever. Well, they picked a dumb spot to do it at because there was a place where you could turn left and go over some railroad tracks, and that was a country road. Well, I knew this very well because my grandma, that's how I went to my grandma's house. So I make the left because I didn't have my wallet with me. So I didn't have my license to show him or anything. So I just thought, oh, I'll go
Hmm.
around him. Well, while I'm making that turn, I look over at the cops and they have their fingers pointed at my car and I'm like, "Oh, man." So, I do better than to speed or anything, so I set my cruise at 55, which is the legal limit in the country, and
Hmm.
I'm going along, and there's a car coming at me, and I just knew that it was a cop. I keep going my same speed, 55, and then he turns around, and then he gets up behind me, has his lights on, I pull over, and then here come 2 more, uh, cars that turned out to be the remaining county or state, whatever police there were. All 3 of them were there. And being ignorant, I got out of the car immediately, which you don't want to do. And this dude, he's yelling at me. I mean, get back in the car, get back in the car. And I'm like, what? What's the problem? Well, I got back in, and then he chewed my butt for getting out like that and how I shouldn't do it. Okay, well then he asked me for my license and all that. I said, "Well, what'd you stop me for?" "Well, you were speeding." I said, "No, I was not because I knew you were going to stop me, so I had my cruise set at 55." He he kind of looked down and got kind of irritated. And then he goes,
Mm-hmm.
"Well, your windows are tinted. That's illegal tint. You can't have any tint on your front windows." Well, so I got mad and I had a pin in the console or something. And I start jabbing the window, the side window, to prove to him that there's no tint on there. There's tint on the back, which is perfectly legal. The back
Yeah.
three is fine. You can have as dark as you want. Well, I ended up getting a speeding ticket after I had a sobriety test and all that. Well, I ended up getting it dropped to faulty equipment, like my speedometer was wrong, which
Yeah.
I was okay with because it wasn't a moving violation. But yeah, all three in the country had me stopped.
Dang.
Yeah, and then during the sobriety test, I was counting. You know how they tell you to count to whatever number,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
it
yeah.
was cold, and I forgot to say the number 13. And I didn't think I did. I argued with them about it, and I got back in. And my girlfriend's like, "You did forget 13." Like, oh man, whatever. So there's a little side story for you. Back to the reason for this video. What's the next thing that you've got?
We got everyone what everyone hates on this one, man.
What?
We got inflation.
Okay.
The ugly, ugly word that everyone hates,
Yep.
Now, inflation in the 90s, man, was pretty low to what it says, to what it is now. The 90s, it was 3.01%.
Yeah, not too
And
shabby.
and that was all the years in the 90s from 90 to 99. That was all of them together.
Right. We averaged every year,
Yeah.
or we took
And
a number from every year and then averaged them all. So there were years that were
mhm,
lower and some that were higher.
so yeah. And in 2022, man, it said that it was at 8%.
Yep, that's what they're telling us, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
That's what it said, yeah.
Yeah. But
8%.
they changed the way they calculate that. I couldn't tell you how it's figured, but that's it's probably way higher than 8%, but that's the number they're telling us based on how they figure it these days.
It does feel higher though.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. So,
Yeah. What you got, cornball?
uh, well, I don't remember. Do you have tires or do I have tires?
You have that. I think that was your last one from this one, cause that's the only one I have.
Okay. So
Yeah.
I've got tires to in the 90s range from $40 to $80 depending on the quality and brand that you're after.
Mhm.
And today it's way higher, between $200 and $400. Same thing based on the quality, brand,
And
off
that's
road or
per
not.
tire.
Each tire.
Oh man,
Yeah. So good
that
luck.
hurts me to this day, man.
Yep. I feel bad for the guys that have the dually pickups and
Yeah.
or even semis. I have no idea what those cost, but it's outrageous for all those tires.
And like I was telling you, man, my friend just put some regular mud tires, dude. Not even the wide ones. It's
Right.
almost 25, 2600 for all four.
That's nuts, man.
So it's like what, like 600, like 700 each,
Yeah.
around there. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Shit.
Yeah, dude. So are you done with the ones that you have now?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Yep. Mhm.
All right. So the only thing left is for the cost of oil. We're talking about the quarts of oil in the 90s was about $1, depending on what brand you got and what it was
Yeah.
for it. And today it's over $7. So all your oil changes are outrageous now.
Now,
And let
keep in mind, remember the regular and the synthetic go different prices also.
right,
Full
right,
synthetic goes like $1 or $2 more, man.
right, right. But that's another reason why I swear to just do your own oil changes
Mm-hmm.
if you can, because
Yeah.
I know my mom paid $80 for a freaking oil change for her car. Yeah,
Damn.
$80. She said, "Well, it's because it's full synthetic." I told her you can get a 5 quart jug for good oil for
Mm-hmm.
$23 at Walmart. Don't do
Yeah.
that. Yeah, that's a ripoff. So yeah, there's that. The next thing that I have, we decided to talk about the national debt. We have yeah,
Dead
night we
cornball?
yeah, yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Not my
All
debt,
right.
not my
Oh,
not my medical debt,
okay, okay.
the national debt.
Nice.
Tw-
Oh,
yes. 1990, 3.2 trillion. Year
okay. 3.2
2000,
trillion.
5.62 trillion. 2010, 13.65 trillion. And I
Dang.
couldn't, yeah. And for 2020, that's the number that I have. I don't have 2022, but
Uh-huh.
27.74 trillion. So
Damn.
yeah, there's no way that's ever getting paid.
Nah. Nah, especially the now.
Yeah, there's no way. We're gonna have to sell all our state parks and everything to try and pay it.
Mm-hmm.
If we haven't
Leave
already.
the taco trucks alone.
Oh wow. All right. Well, that's all the items that we have. Hopefully you guys found this halfway entertaining and informative. We'll keep you guys posted when we'll do some more live calls.
Mm-hmm.
eh, that's all. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you later.
Catch y'all on the rebound.
Bye bye.